tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Adroodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be talking about a completely underrated tier 10 tank destroyer, the Foch 155. Why is this tank underrated? Well, it's because it has so many things going for it. First of all, great mobility. This tank has a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour and an amazing power to weight of 24.4. Add that in with comparison to the fact that its gun has 3,405 damage per minute, and it's an autoloader, and yeah, it starts to become really, really deadly. Now, don't get me wrong, it has weaknesses. The side armor is awful. The rear armor is awful. Its tracks are absolutely terrible and easy to penetrate, and its accuracy is questionable. But even though it does have its fair share of downsides, so does every tank, and the upsides of this vehicle are really big upsides. I would say the nicest thing about the Foch is the fact that you always outtrade. Whether, let's say, a Sheridan pokes you and you hit it for 560, or, you know, it's a tank destroyer that you're shooting at. The thing is that because you have a 7-second interclip, you always out-reload whoever you're shooting at, which means you always get the jump. That's great. I mean, being able to always have the shell loaded before the enemy means that you always have the aggressive advantage, which is absolutely fantastic for a vehicle like this. So we got the E5 crossing, and I'm not going to be able to pen him, so I'm going to wait here. Do they have any super heavies? Well, it wouldn't matter because my Sheridan is bleeding his health already. I don't know what his plan was, but it wasn't a good one. Alright, well, I'm just going to chill here. There you go. We got a 183 spotted. I'm not going to shoot. Now I am. I was waiting for him to look away. That way we wouldn't be detected. And then we could get a pretty easy shell into his vehicle. We're going to aim in another, and boom. There you go. That is a perfect example of why the Foch is so darn deadly. That was 1,200 damage we just took off in 7 seconds. Think about that. That's basically the same type of damage that you'd find from a vehicle like the Minotauro. Nice shot into the Sheridan. Now we're going to pull forwards. I'm going to reload my clip. And, I mean, I'm not really going to have to worry too much about the rest of the enemies. Now, for some reason, both of our Sheridans are on heavy side, which is actually awful, because that's putting me in an absolutely stressful situation here that I can't really do much about. Well, yeah, this is not good, I'm going to be honest. This is quite the opposite of good. That Sheridan there is the problem for me, because he's got me pinned in a position that I really don't want to be in. So I'm going to go like this, get out, there you go. Now this 121B is heading towards me here, so maybe we can get a shell into his vehicle, turning and fire. Nice. And again, this 121B is going to have a very hard time dealing with my tank because of that reload I carry. So now he can't poke me. So I just have a free shell loaded. 121B's in an awful situation because of that. And let's see what we can do. I'm just going to push him, and we're going to try and get a nice shot into his rear. There you go. Nice 706 tap, and he's dead. Alright, nice. Not too bad. As you can see, we're winning this game so far. I still got a pretty decent chunk of health left, and there you go. We already have our clip loaded again. So we've got the 121, IS-7, and Sheridan left. Now the 121's right here. Very easy shell into his tank once, and this is where, again, the 121's in a very tricky situation because, sure, thing has a pretty decent chunk of DPM, but so does my tank, and people don't realize how much DPM the Foch has until it really does start ripping into them. Now, unfortunately, we did die. The 121 is enough pen to cut through our frontal armor in a face hug like that, but we still did a lot of damage. Unfortunately, our Hori did not pen that shot, which is actually kind of sad, judging that it is a Hori, so maybe this time he will pen the shot. And there you go, nice. And the Sheridan just drives away, unfortunately dies, but I would say that we have a pretty good chance of winning this. This IS-7 is a 1 versus 2 against a 268 version 4, and a Hori. All this Hori has to do is not screw it up, which is impressive if he does, because it's a Hori after all, but this V4 just needs to pen the shot. Oh no. Okay, he did hit it. That was instilling very little confidence in me. Okay, so it's now down to the question of who wins this, the V4 or the IS-7. Well, I don't know who's going to win this, honestly. I'd like to say that it's the V4, but you can never trust your teammates too much, and that's why, right there. Make your bet. I'm just going to chill, have a sip of my water. If this V4 loses this, I'm going to be very mad. Alright. He bends it! Congratulations! He actually shot HE, so not a bad player. He knew what HE was Looks like he just kind of messed up that one shell. He fired heat, it looked like, at the side of the IS-7, and the general rule of thumb is don't shoot heat at the side of an IS-7. It's not going to pen, because it's mainly spaced armor. But that was a pretty good game. We did top on the team, 4,000 damage, and it shows you just where the Foch gets away with being so aggressive. Here we are in battle number 2. This is possibly one of the worst maps to play a Foch on. Well, they have a 183, Hori. I mean, it's not a bad lineup for the Foch to deal with. I like to play this tank specifically on medium side. It does a lot better against mediums than it does heavies. Don't get me wrong, it does a good job against heavies. The fact that it can out-reload them, it can out-trade them, it can pen them is nice. But mediums struggle to pen this tank a lot, and 1 or 2 bounces, plus the fact that you out-DPM a lot of mediums and you have more alpha, is actually a really good reason to why this tank is a fantastic medium bully. So, I'm going to play fairly aggressive. We can see that T100 LT is up there spotting. We'll see what we can do. Just ran into this guy on live stream. Alright. I'm just gonna chill driving up. STB, I'm gonna go past you. I'm telling you now. There you go. Alright. So it appears that their mediums have not taken the medium advantage at all, which is odd. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy Sheridan already. That's a perfect example there of where the alpha on this tank is super duper nice. Now we got the Hori poking. Who? Boop! There you go. Nice shot into the Hori as well. Not really liking this situation that is unfolding here. I have to reload. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we're not going to get a shell out into that guy. That kind of sucks. Alright, well. What? Okay. The Hori is by far one of the dumbest tanks by just such a stupid amount. I hate the thing's armor. It's not the armor. It's the fact that Wargaming... It's the fact that Wargaming gave the Hori 50 degrees of traverse. The problem this game is that our LT YOLO'd and killed himself. And it's... I mean, we're probably going to win. I'm not worried. That Hori is playing way too aggressive for the tank that he's in. He thinks he's like He-Man. But he's going to die in just a moment as well. So I don't know why exactly he's playing that aggressive, but there you go. It always baffles me what goes through people's minds. I'm in a tank destroyer. Let me play my tank destroyer as aggressively as possible in the front line, and I will get away. Oh wait, I did it. Darn. Now I'm dead. But you can see again, Foch's gun is working well. We're getting some big ol' slapperoonies out. I'm keeping an eye on that Sheridan, waiting for him to poke this way. I was really hoping he would. Alright, well, let's see what I can do. We got the Yag. Yag's gonna hold big time against this type, and, well, I'm just gonna drive around the corner. Come on, STB, back up, so I can poob around the corner. Come on, type. Kaboom! There you go. Nice shot. 585 Slappa Bappa Rooney. Do they still have a tank camping on the hill? I would say no, because I got hit. No, I wanted to shoot that guy. Alright. Who I want to go for is this mouse. I feel like this is a huge chunk of damage I can get, and it'll show you how good the Foch is at farming. So let's see what I can do here. Boop. Whoa, my... One of the downsides of the Foch is its accuracy, specifically accuracy on move. It's a very inaccurate vehicle on move, which is unfortunate. There you go. Nice lucky bounce. That was pretty lucky, I'm going to be honest. Let's get to this guy's side, and bop. We can see the Sheridan's trying to pen me, so I'm making sure he doesn't. My mouse is going to kill that guy, so I'm going to shoot. Never mind, I was going to shoot the Sheridan, but that does the trick. Alright, we're still alive, still chilling, bing-chilling, and not a bad game at all. As you can see, the Foch is just really good in a lot of situations. Now, to be fair, it has downsides, as you saw. Its gun is incredibly inaccurate, and that's not always what you want. But the fact of the matter is that it gets the job done. We probably did, yeah, 4,300 again. So 2 4,000 damage games, absolutely pooped on the enemy. Pretty fun. I have to say it is. It's a very underrated tank, and if you play it right, it's incredibly powerful. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As always, if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!